AI is not coming for your finance job. It is coming for the boring 80% of it. And honestly, that is the best news your career has had in years, because the part it takes is the part nobody ever got promoted for. Let me be specific, because vague AI talk helps nobody. Think about your last month end. How much of it was actually thinking, pulling the same report, matching off the same accounts, chasing the same 3 people for the same approvals, rekeying numbers from one system into another because they still do not talk to each other, formatting the pack so it looks like last month's pack, writing the same commentary line about the same recurring variance? That is not finance, that is admin wearing a finance badge, and it is exactly the sort of work AI has actually got good at. Repetitive, rule-based, high volume, low judgment. To be clear about how this works, it drafts, you review, that does not change, and anyone telling you otherwise has never signed off a set of accounts. So what is left when the grunt goes? The good stuff. And I mean that seriously, not as a motivational line. What is left is the why. Why margin dropped 2 points when volume went up. Why that region is always late. Whether the forecast the sales director just handed you is optimistic or complete fiction. And what the business should actually do about any of it. Here is the thing nobody tells you early in a finance career. You do not get promoted for a tidy reconciliation. Nobody has ever been made controller because their formatting was immaculate. You get promoted for judgment, for spotting the thing before it becomes a problem, for being the person who can explain the numbers to someone who does not like numbers. That work has always been there. Most of us just never got to it because the month ate us alive. So the honest version of the AI career story is not that AI makes you redundant, it is that AI moves the bar. If your value was doing the grunt quickly, that value is falling. If your value is judgment and communication, it is rising. The people who will struggle are the ones who only ever did the grunt and never got shown the rest. That is worth taking seriously, and it is worth doing something about now, while it is still early. So what do you actually do this month? Pick one recurring task, the one you dread. Let AI produce the first draft, then review it exactly like you would review a junior's work. Then take the time you get back and spend it on one piece of real analysis. Just one, and take it to your manager and explain what it means. Do that 3 months running, and you stop being the person who closes the month. You become the person who explains the business. Those are 2 very different careers, and they get paid very differently. Now, I built something for exactly this problem, and I will be straight with you that it is my product. It is called the Finance AI Workspace. It is a practical AI dashboard and toolkit for finance professionals, and I built it because I was tired of doing all of this by hand. You bring your financials, and it handles the analysis, variance and cash flow, KPIs and month-end close, AR and AP aging, scenarios and break-even. Then, with one click, it builds the executive board pack, the summary you would normally lose an afternoon assembling, and it exports straight to Excel. Because in the real world, someone always asks for the file. It is $99 Canadian, one time, no subscription, and no monthly anything. What it does not do is replace your review. It gives you the first draft and the structure, and you bring the judgment, which, if you have been listening, is rather the entire point. If you want to look at it properly before you spend anything, it's all on jpsfinance.co. There is a preview on there so you can see exactly what you are getting first. But whether you buy anything or not, do the one task thing this month. Hand the boring one to the machine, and spend what you get back on the work that actually gets you noticed. If you want honest, no hype takes on AI for finance careers, subscribe. I test what actually works, and I tell you the real numbers. See you in the next one.